Well, it's great to meet Bryan Habana, who's been up here at the Commerce Hotel doing a big breakfast chat. You had fans outside from, I think, very early this morning.
Yeah.
And you were here last night and you got a bit mobbed, didn't you, by some other people who just happened to be in the hotel?
Yeah, there were one or two hanging around. I think, obviously, first and foremost, for N7 from initial engagement to get me over here. And we thought about doing more than just a black tie event, which I think has really been brilliant. Pretty intimate dinner with a few key strategic people and sponsors and people involved in Manx Rugby, which is really brilliant and incredibly engaging. Hearing Chris's strategic plan for Isle of Man Rugby, which was pretty good. And then this morning was incredibly enjoyable. We had I think just over 300 people having a bap, which I found out was something standard on the island.
Yeah.
I didn't completely have the bun, but I had the sausage and the bacon with a bit of brown sauce, and I asked for a poached egg to make it a little bit more close to home.
More South African?
Well, more close to home. I don't know if I can call myself South African, having lived overseas for 5 years and sort of coming back now. No, I'm joking. Incredibly South African, incredibly proud to be South African.
Yeah.
And this morning, 300 people, young, old, male, female, engaging, asking questions. We had a raffle draw where all the proceeds went to Rebecca House, which was absolutely brilliant. Some fantastic questions, some that did stump me, some less so, but it was really engaging, and hopefully a lot was taken away by the people who were involved this morning, because I really had a fun time hearing about the rugby clubs on the island, all 6 of them, and having representatives from each and every one, and then the women's rugby club, which was going really, really well. So
you've done your homework.
I have done my homework. It's been an enjoyable couple of days. I've brought some sunshine, which apparently this time of the year is already changing. So if anyone wants to invite me back, I can't promise, but there is a potential of bringing some sunshine with me.
You see, having someone over you like yourself, it really does inspire people, I think. Just the worship you're getting there from people. Is that part of it, to get more people actively looking to take up rugby?
I think from an Isle of Man Rugby perspective, and from an N7 who put this whole weekend together, it's about creating awareness. First and foremost, I think the proceeds of this weekend are going towards Isle of Man, the developmental structures, the grassroots structures, and getting afforded me personally the opportunity to come over to the island for the first time and in a way integrate into the community, have discussions with parents, with kids. We had the breakfast this morning, which was incredibly engaging. We got a pretty decent black tie event this evening where a fantastic commission painting by Leanne Gilroy is on auction.
You going to buy it yourself?
I'm pretty close. I might go for the print. I think the actual painting itself is a little bit out of my price range.
It's a lovely bit of work.
It's a brilliant bit of work. And then tomorrow morning we got a coaching session with Chris and a couple of age group levels, which is going to be pretty exciting. So I think the engagement factor over the course of the weekend will, I definitely don't think it's gonna change the course of Isle of Man's rugby, but I think it will hopefully be a spark. It will be a springboard for things to continually become progressive, more adequate, more involved, for people to understand that rugby is a great sport on the island.
A little bit about what you got coming up, because it's 2 weeks away until the Rugby World Cup. You're working for ITV, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm out there as a Rugby World Cup MasterCard ambassador, which is pretty cool, along with Dan Carter. So we've done a couple of priceless surprises already, and then doing quite a bit of TV work for ITV over the course of the tournament. So out there for about 6 weeks. I've only been to Japan for just over 48 hours for the first time in June, and it is an absolutely incredible place. On so many different levels. The structure, the cleanliness, the way things work. Trains are never late, and the randomness of seeing Mario Kart go-karts driving on Shibuya Crossing.
Really?
It's fascinating, incredibly fascinating. So I'm really looking forward to that opportunity. I think it's a World Cup that is so exciting, being that the top 16 in World Rugby.
Who's your favourite, sir?
Going into this World Cup, I think New Zealand, the current champions, the current holders, number one ranked side in the world, go in as favourites. I really believe South Africa are going in with an incredible amount of form.
Go say that.
And I've got to say that, a year ago it would have been debatable as to where the Springboks side was, and all of a sudden this year they've shown incredible progress, which has been very nice to see. It has been incredibly proud to see, the strides made this year. England, I think, are knocking on the doors. Eddie Jones with some intricate knowledge of Japanese and Japanese rugby culture and all the things that go with it.
What about the Welsh?
Welsh, probably been the most consistent side in world rugby over the last 18 months. Winning the Grand Slam this year, winning the Six Nations. They got to the point of becoming the number one ranked side in the world, knocking New Zealand off that ledge, who have been there since 2009. They've now dropped back to 4, but they're going to this World Cup with a lot of confidence. Warren Gatland's last four with the Welsh side, and he'll be looking to end on a high before heading back to New Zealand and doing some stuff with the British and Irish Lions in 2021. So realistically, it's a World Cup that's too close to call, because the top 6 sides in world rugby have the potential to win it. We saw what Australia did to New Zealand in Perth just a couple of weeks ago. Ireland, have beaten New Zealand twice in the last 18 months. So there's a lot to go for, and I think that adds a different element to this World Cup in comparison to all the World Cups we've previously had, and that is exciting. It's too close to call. The Japanese culture, that is incredibly fascinating. First time on the Asian continent, first time in a tier 2 nation. The tier 2 sides have the potential to be probable banana peels, that could be slipped on throughout the course of the tournament. So I absolutely can't wait. I think it's going to be phenomenal.
Well, have a great time there. We look forward to seeing the telly, and have a great rest of the trip here on the Isle of Man. I know so many people are grateful that you made it over here, and you've inspired a lot of people.
No, it's been absolutely brilliant to be here, and hopefully it's not another 36 years before I come back.